Hi everybody, welcome to Cruise Shop Save. I'm Melissa and welcome to our Friday night cruise chat. And tonight we have a really special guest. It's Chris Taylor from Odenza Vacations. Hi Chris, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you tonight?
I'm fantastic. It's so good to meet you. It's so bizarre because a mutual friend of ours said you and Chris should meet. And I looked at Facebook and I'm like, why is this guy not my friend on Facebook? It's so weird. We know all the same people.
Yeah, I noticed that first thing this morning too. I was like, wow, how do we have so many friends in common but have never met? And that's
Oh,
part of the cruise life.
it's true, and it's true. And now actually, I feel like I know you. I feel like I've known you for years. Brilliant, isn't it?
That's how it goes.
It sure is. So tell everybody, you're from Identifications, but it's a very unusual company. It's a travel agency, but it's not your usual travel agency, is it?
No, we are a very unique travel agency. We are an incentive-based travel company. So essentially, what that means is when our guests essentially come from other businesses, where if you have purchased a truck, they give you a promotional cruise vacation. So basically, my job at the company is once you have your certificate for your promotional cruise, you call me and I will help you organize it. We are a full service travel agency as well. So we can help you with flights, we can help you with the pre and post accommodations, car rentals. I know in a lot of destinations, there's so many activities to see before and after. So that's what really is the exciting part about my job, not just basic cruises. You get a full vacation package. And even though you were given a cruise certificate, you still get the full service of a travel agent with all of their knowledge and a whole team of agents that all work very closely together. So yeah, it's a very unique model, and it's very exciting to be part of them, especially making it through the pandemic.
I know. No, it is really cool. It's actually nothing I've heard of. So if there's anyone out there, if you've ever received a promotional cruise certificate, do let us know because it's actually new to me. I've never heard of it. But your background is so you can really help people book cruises because you have a background in cruising, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. So I have a very unique perspective in the organization. All of our travel agents are very experienced, whether it's personal travel or maybe working overseas. I actually worked on board ships for 5 years, and that's how we have so many mutual friends. And yeah, I started back in 2004 and did about 5 years on board as both in-store jewelry sales, on-ship jewelry sales rather, and
Yeah.
then I was eventually with the port shopping program. So I believe that's the same thing a lot of our mutual friends did as well. So a lot of us worked for the same companies, and yeah, I was able to travel the world and really get to experience the ports and know the ports, not just the ships or going to a beach. So it was a really unique perspective that I had, and it was just the perfect transition into being a travel agent and being able to provide those very unique experiences. Like, here's the secret beaches, here's the best
Yeah.
shopping, here's you have to try this dish at this restaurant. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was a really unique experience. And then a few years ago I did another contract. I thought I'd go back and try it again, and I got to experience another cruise line. So that's another really great thing about like working as the port shopping guides is I was able to work on Holland America, Regent, Oceania, Princess, and Carnival. So I got a really wide range of perspective from the different ships. And yeah, that way I'm able to help people a lot better than somebody who's just only ever done a Carnival cruise or a Princess cruise, for example.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, because all the cruise lines are completely different. It's really
Oh,
important.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So this type of travel that you do, who are primarily your customers then? Are you just business to business, or do you sell directly to customers, cruises and
So
vacation?
the certificates that the folks receive that come to us, those are sold to the businesses from another part of our company. That
Right.
is the primary part of our company, and it's a great way for businesses to close sales, and really build their business that way. I get the fun part. I get to work with our guests, and most of our customers are North American based, mostly in the US. Right now, because of the pandemic, it's all US customers, because here in Canada, we're very, very cautious. So yeah, a lot of our US customers. And one of my favorite parts about it is that most of them are first-time cruisers. So it's really great to be able to share that excitement in that first cruise, and really being able to get people excited about it and tell them about the ports it's like I get to tell them about it for the first time. So yeah, that's a really, really cool part of it.
That's really cool. And so, you said that obviously you've gone through the pandemic, but you yourself have been incredibly busy. What have you been busy booking? We all want to know.
Yes. So now we have been booking a few Canadians, and for any Canadians watching, we very closely watch our government restrictions. We very, very closely watch any reopening dates. Now, Canadians are able to travel because it's other countries' restrictions that we're kind of bound by. So we're able to go out and book whatever we want, whenever we want. And it's just a matter of whether those companies are operating. But most of our guests right now are from the US. Most of them are from Florida. And it's a really great cruise certificate for our Florida residents because they can drive to the port. And most of our certificates that we give away are for a 4-night, a 5-day cruise. Typically, they're with Carnival Cruise Line. We sometimes get Royal Caribbean cruises out of Galveston. Those are the most popular ones for sure. For those that can drive to the port, absolutely a fantastic option. We do 2 primary itineraries for our promotional cruises. That will be the Carnival Liberty round trip out of Port Canaveral. So we can set you up with Disney before. You will generally visit Nassau and one of the other islands. That does vary from week to week. It can be Nassau and Freeport, Half Moon Cay, which I have to give the shout out, is my absolute favorite beach on this planet. Really? And I have done Australia, so Pacific, Mediterranean. Half Moon Cay has the finest white powdery sand. You've got the crew from the ship that are there, so they know you. It is definitely one of my favorite places. And when I worked for Holland America Line, I was actually on the island in the shop most of the time. So it's got a special place in my heart. I love that island. So I will always try to get you on Half Moon Cay. I think it's one of the best experiences in the Bahamas, and for a private island, because it is what it's meant to be. It's very relaxing. It's a beach day. You come home refreshed. And then the other main itinerary that we do, which is one of my favorites, is from Miami. We do the Western Caribbean, visiting Cozumel and Key West. So that's, again, I'm always so torn because I love Half Moon Cay, but if I can't get you to Half Moon Cay, I'm going to get you to Cozumel. So that's another great itinerary. And right now we're doing those on the Carnival Conquest. So they're 2 great ships. They're not super huge. They're perfect for a 4-night sailing. And they have a lot of balcony staterooms on them. So that's another really affordable way to experience a balcony, is by upgrading your promotional cruise for next to nothing. And it's very exciting to be able to get somebody into that balcony, because once you go a balcony, you can never go back.
This is so cool. I've got so many questions, and I know you're really busy. And honest to God, I'm really grateful for your time, because I know you're busy. So, in your opinion, do you feel like these ships? They're. I know that in the UK they are 50% full, or a maximum of 1,000 guests.
Right. So that is the question of the year, and that is the question we want to know the answer to as an agent. The best advice I can give anybody that's trying to plan a cruise right now is go through a travel agent. They will hold your hand through the process. Now, we, again, are being very cautious, and right now we're very optimistic. I just saw this morning that the Allure of the Seas and the Symphony of the Seas was just approved by the CDC for test sailings at the end of the month. The other really exciting news at the time of this recording is the brand new Carnival Mardi Gras arrives in Port Canaveral on June 3rd at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we are like on pins and needles waiting for this ship to arrive. It has been delayed so many times in construction, and now it's finally arriving. We're actually going to get to see it in Port Canaveral.
That's really cool. So you're saying to people who are watching this, because honest to God, Chris, I wish you were my travel agent. Like, you are so much fun and you have so much information and you're genuinely passionate about cruising, which I am too. So if somebody thought, I want to book a cruise through Chris, could they do that, or would they have to go through someone else?
No, they can call me directly. I am available. I am very busy, but you know what? There's the busy is a good thing, and the advantage we have right now is there's not a huge rush, because
Right.
we are being very cautiously optimistic, and we
Right.
are so desperate to see cruising start in 2021, and we truly hope that it does. And I will say our agency is really erring on the side of caution, because I have had to make hundreds of phone calls. Hi, Mr. Smith. I'm very sorry to tell you this. Your cruise was canceled. I
Oh,
don't want to do that to my customers. I want
oh,
to make sure that you are able to get on the ship that you were expecting. I want to make sure that you
right.
are going to be able to cruise when you've
Mhm.
planned. And a year ago, we had no idea, right, that this was going to go on for so long. So
Mhm.
all my summer customers last year, I'm like, book 2021 summer. It'll be fine. Now here we are, and I have to make all those phone calls again. So I would just say, I mean, if you're using any travel agent, and to always feel free reaching out to me, take their advice. We see the trends. We have the insider knowledge of friends that still work on board. They are seeing it firsthand, and
Yeah.
we're essentially saying until we see the ships in the water, we're safely going to be booking 2022. And I have lots of itineraries available in 2022.
Right.
Everything is scheduled as normal so far for 2022. So
Mhm.
we are
Love
hoping
that.
they start in 2021. And if they do, we're going to get on them right away. I don't want to book somebody for, late August and then just, 2 weeks later tell them, I'm so sorry, it
Yeah.
didn't work out. So yeah, take your travel agent's advice is the best thing I can say right now.
And Chris, is it okay if I put a link in the comments so people can actually click the link and contact you?
Yes, absolutely. So, I mean, can I give out my phone number as well? Like, yeah.
Oh, go for it.
So we're based in Vancouver, Canada. So we are Pacific time. I'm generally here, Monday to Friday, from 11 till 7 Eastern, 8 till 4 Pacific. So my direct phone number 1-855
Uh-huh.
857 0750. That is my direct line. It comes straight to me, and I will be more than happy to go over cruise options. We have these promotional cruises that we give away. And because of that, that gives us access to some very exclusive savings that we can pass on to our regular customers as well.
Right.
Because we are a full service agency, these folks that redeem their cruises, they always come back for more. And so
Yeah.
you get referral discounts from us. We have exclusive rates that we can offer, package everything together. We can package it with a resort stay. It's absolutely fantastic opportunity to really start traveling again. There's so much pent up demand. And I think I've got a wait list right now of about 120 guests trying to reach me. It's been that busy. Our
Wow.
agency is very actively rehiring people. So we will have the service for you. It will
Okay.
be there. All we ask is a little bit of patience right now as the vaccines roll out. People are much more comfortable traveling.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're very excited to see things starting up again. But once you know what you want, call me and we'll book it right away that day, because
That's awesome.
although we're booking 2022, things are filling up very quickly. And outside of your kind of shorter promotional cruises and kind of weekend getaways, prices are going up. So I will say,
Yeah.
get a deposit down early. And
I
that's what
agree.
I'm here for. Again, give me a call. I can tell you which cruise lines are offering free, like full refunds. We can
Yes.
guide you through. I mean, worst case scenario, we don't want to go down this like route of canceling things, but we will help guide you through it and let you know what cruise lines are like, what their policies are, what their deposit policies are. And it's a great way. Get a deposit on now and make sure it's refundable. And I know which ones are and which ones are not. But I will say the cruise lines have been very, very good at helping customers through it, offering very lucrative bonuses if you keep your money with them and rebook your cruise. You will never lose your money. You just want to make sure you're booking the right cruise for you with a cruise line that will absolutely have your back and will help guide you to what will be the best decision there.
That's awesome. So I'm going to put a link in the comments below so people can actually click on it and see what's on offer. And I echo everything you're saying. People are really sitting back and they're on the fence and things like that. And but definitely, I agree with you. The prices are going to skyrocket because demand is going to be huge. So if you want to cruise right now, you definitely need to book for 2022 or even the latter of 2021, even 2023. Definitely get that booked. And as you say, your money is safe. You can get it all back, or you can get even more. It's like a big interest, because some cruises give you like 125% credit.
Yes, absolutely. I had a very nice family who unfortunately had to cancel, but they had 3 rooms booked and they got this 125% credit, but they couldn't use it because it was all the kids going to college, and there was just not going to be an opportunity. But the cruise line worked with us. They let us transfer that to somebody else. So somebody actually got a very good deal. She's like, I'll take what I paid for it. This person's going to get, I think it was a $600 bonus, free money on top of what they originally had spent. On top of that, our exclusive deals, I think these folks got, like a $6,000 cruise for $3,000. Like, it was insane. It was the deal. The deals are still out there. You have to book early, and the prices are going up, but it's not even always about price. You want to make sure you're getting a good room on the ship. And again, that's another huge advantage I have where I have worked on these ships. And even though I haven't worked on every ship, most ships are laid out the same. So that's where our knowledge comes in very handy as an agent. I want to make sure that you're in a good stateroom. You're not going to have clanging cables, and you're not going to be near the anchor. You're not going to be under the pool deck or under the kitchen. I mean, that's not on the deck plan.
Or above the nightclub.
I don't know where it is. Above the nightclub, above the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I worked on Oceania, that's where they put us crew, and I was very grateful to have a guest cabin. But it was above the theater, and they are rehearsing all the time. So yeah, we'll help you. We'll make sure you're in a good room, and that's why booking early is really good. You have way more selection of rooms, and I'll tell you, like 2 weeks ago, some of these ships had hundreds of balcony staterooms left, and we're talking like big Norwegian ships, 4,000 passenger ships. And 2 weeks later, I log in and try to book a room, and all that's left is that little cluster across from the elevators because nobody wants it. And that's all that's left. People are booking, and it's very, very, very busy. So if you want to start cruising, like I said, 2021, we're still waiting to see what happens. 2022, 2023, I just started booking some Alaska already for 2023.
Excellent. Yes.
Very excited for Alaska to come back.
Such great advice. We'll put all your links and everything in the comments. I know you're really, really busy, and we're coming to the end here. So where are you though? Where are you based? You're based in Canada, right?
Yes, Vancouver, Canada. So we're Pacific Coast. Our offices are just on the border of Vancouver. We're actually in Burnaby, British Columbia. Of course, right now we're all working from home, keeping everybody safe still. So that's the other part of cruising. We're going to make sure that you have the most up-to-date knowledge, and we will give you the resources to find out what you need to do before you cruise. So there's so many unknowns, and that's part of the reason we're booking further in advance for 2022, 2023, because we want to make sure people are safe, and that we have all the information that we need before we get you on board. Here we're in beautiful British Columbia. It's been a beautiful week this week. We're so sad we're not going to see the Alaska ships here in Vancouver this year. But next year, I can't wait to welcome everybody back and see all the ships that they're bringing up.
Amazing. I love Alaska. I love Canada. I love Vancouver. And I hope you guys are all really safe over there. Thank you so much for your time. Will you come back and talk to us again?
Of course. I would absolutely love to. This has been so much fun.
This has been so much fun. And now we're friends on Facebook, so we can keep in touch with each other.
Absolutely.
Yes. And everyone out there, if you want to make Chris your friend, it's Chris Taylor on Facebook, and all his details are there. Sorry, I just gave you Facebook away.
Yeah, no, well, you won't find me on Facebook, but you will find my page on Facebook. I'm the Travel Lad on Facebook. So search the Travel Lad and I will be there. You can message me on Facebook, or again, you can call me on my toll-free number. It's all listed on the Facebook page.
Awesome.
Even if you, I think if you Google Christopher Taylor Travel Agent, there is a page that comes up with all my info there as well. So we are a part of Ensemble Travel Group. So it's a larger consortium where we get fantastic group rates all over the world. And it's all managed by a wonderful organization that really takes care of agents, and they've got such good connections with these cruise lines. So yeah, it's there's so many advantages to using a travel agent. And even if it's not me, all I can recommend is make sure you take advantage of their knowledge.
I agree. Well, that is lovely to hear, though, that here's a company that looks after their agents, because if the agents are looked after, the customers are looked after. That's my policy always.
Yes, yeah, and like I said, they've been fantastic, and I love giving the good news. Don't like giving the bad news, but we'll avoid the bad news. Just take my advice, and you won't have to get the bad news.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of good news on the horizon, so we will keep in touch with you. Well, if you can come back, we'll have you back.
Oh, absolutely, I would love it.
Okay. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed my interview with Chris Taylor, the Travel Lad, with all the latest information about cruising, and you heard it from the horse's mouth. Definitely book your cruises now, with your deposits are safe, and there will be pent-up demand. So don't set yourself up to be disappointed. So if you want to go over to our website, go to Cruise Shop Save. If you are booked on a cruise, and we provide free maps, free shopping coupon, and free advice, and it's all local businesses. Support your local businesses when you cruise. You remember, they have also not seen any cruise ships in a long time, and for many people it's their only source of income. So please do spend local when you go ashore, and we have all the connections on our website. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're all over social medias. Cruise Shop Safe. Whatever you do, have a great weekend, and if you booked on a cruise soon, enjoy. And thank you so much for your time, Chris. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.